He's a very young guy.
Yeah.
That time, I think 35, 34, thereabout. I was so passionate about him. I like his zeal. I liked everything about him. So that's why we need to be very careful. So I was just giving in to anything he says. Anytime he says, oh, Mr. Antoine, oh, no problem, let's go ahead. So I don't say, oh, let's go ahead. But I got to a stage that I found out that the man has virtually hijacked the business from me. So they served the two documents on the same day. It was when I was going through the documents and the exhibits attached to it that I found out that Quick Angels have gone to Registrar General to falsify all the records on my company, on Dominion Paints.
And 4 years saying so, bium. Ain't Mr. Richrd ni Armah Quaye. Yase wa hijack company bida. In fact, company bia or say enedia. Ye name so dini birthday no. Obebubo lot of companies are all treatum says our companies way. Ebi enedia, ebi also waye investment net or investor. Was our company ni mun. I think say paint baako our mubo din was Hijacked paint. Menemu eka say Hijacked paint ehunsem ena aba. Menemu eka say one senior man biaba bedi nkomo a ochichi mu say Hijacked paint no na eyo no ni company. Na alofo okope mboa efi Mr. Richrd ni Armah Quaye ho na mboa ni mu no ena anyoma ba bedane ya olusu company no to Mr. Richrd ni Armah Quaye. Now therefore, the whole situation is according to a partner or hijacking business no. Now me person me wasting mumre no. Me person kunkoti in some more kanye during an interview with Peswa ani yen yafi ha no ekwa koti in some betuja. Now wuti en some no. Let me know your candid opinion in the comments. Say Ojin said dear Mr. Richrd ni Armah Quaye and was it the right way? And I say Osha e nibre ene ma ne basa. Yen video no en and Famra.
Then somebody suggested Quick Angels.
Okay.
They are a financial institution in Accra. Yeah. I went to them. The conversation was sweet. So we decided to establish a joint venture.
Okay.
A joint venture. Let me explain this very well, because number of places that I spoke about joint venture, they misunderstand. They always mistake joint venture to be
partnership.
Amalgamation or partnership.
Yeah.
No, there are three different things. Yeah. Joint venture is a situation where you, Kofi, I, Armah, and then Akosia, we decided that, do you know there's going to be a fair?
Okay.
So I have paint, you have this, you have that. Let's bring our resources together and do a performance at the trade fair side so we can.
Yeah.
Or there's a contract for road from here to Ho road, and the contract sum is maybe $100 million. Stephen Dominion alone don't have that capacity. So you bring something together. So it is the portion you bring in that 100,000 that gives your stake in the joint venture.
Joint venture. Yeah.
I think I'm clear.
So like everyone's contribution is valued.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So if the project is $100 million and I have $10 million, the project can be mine. I won the contract. So $10 million is what I have.
Yeah.
You are bringing $50 million. You are bringing $40 million. All we can do is maybe because the contract is mine, we add some value.
Okay.
So maybe we value, apart from my 10 million, let's say another 10 million to you. So I'm bringing 20 million, for example. So you are bringing 50, making 70. He is bringing 30.
Yeah.
So that would be the shareholding.
Okay.
And that was exactly what I did with Quick Angels.
Okay.
We went into a joint venture, as depicted in the title of the agreement.
Why you guys do like a direct equity investment? Why do you do like a direct equity investment or like give you debt? Because I mean, they have like all those instruments.
They said they don't do that. They have a sister company called Quick Credit.
Okay.
They do that. You can go to them, take your loan, and you do it. But this one was a joint venture where the advantage to me is that if it collapses, we all go home.
Okay.
If it succeeds, we share.
Okay.
So based on that, they decided to take the lion's share. They decided to take 60%. And that was holding 40%. But
they were bringing in capital.
Yeah, they were bringing capital.
Can you give us
I had the equipment, the machineries, and all those things.
Can you give us like a ballpark of like the capital value?
They were bringing $300,000.
Okay.
Purposely for raw materials and some refurbishment work at the factory side.
Okay.
So we signed the joint venture agreement. They found a very funny way. I'm not here because of them.
Yeah, but
once the questions are coming, it will appear. So my advice to workers, to entrepreneurs is that if you want to go to any kind of partnership, do the necessary consultations.
Yeah.
I cannot be very sure if even all lawyers understand these things.
Yeah, I think we've also had our fair share trying to raise financing and involving lawyers, and realize that a lot of lawyers don't understand.
Yes.
Corporate finance.
Yes, it's a different ball game. Yeah. I did not even understand a lot of things until this litigation came up, and now I think I'm an authority.
Yeah, cool. So now you have got to the point where you've got the financing you wanted.
Yes.
There's something you're desperate for. I don't want to use the word, but for lack of a better word, you want the financing to keep scaling this.
Exactly.
There was huge demand, right?
Yes.
You've got this $200,000, formed a joint venture. What happens?
We started working.
What was supposed to be the tenure of the joint venture?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years. Okay. Every joint venture has a lifespan.
Yes.
It's a temporal association. So we put a first 3 year to be reviewed and all that.
Sorry.
So they brought the 300,000. We started work.
Yeah.
Then
business was booming.
Yes. Oh, beautifully.
How did the margins look like? I mean, for the painting business,
for paint,
people are interested.
For paint, I've been in pharmacy business. It's good.
Yeah.
I think paint is good.
The margins are higher with the painting.
Paint is good.
Yeah.
If you're able to get the raw materials from the right source, which they did, because of the capital they brought, we're able to procure from China directly
reduce your
our cost of
overheads.
exactly. Yeah. So that one, I praise them for that. It actually changed the face of the business. But I noticed that, notwithstanding the fact that they have 60% share, I think he wanted a bigger bite or wanted it all for himself. And let me just mention that he's a very young guy.
Yeah.
That time, I think 35, 34, thereabout. I was so passionate about him. I like his zeal. I like everything about him. So that's why we need to be very careful. So I was just giving in to anything he says. Anytime he says, oh, Mr. Antoine says, oh, no problem, let's go ahead. Mr. Antoine says, oh, let's go ahead. But I got to a stage that I found out that the man has virtually hijacked the business from me. He has hijacked the business. So when I noticed it, I approached a very senior lawyer.
Was that he was going against the
joint venture agreement?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
One, the first thing he did that was very, very, very bad was that the joint venture was supposed to have a 3-member board.
Okay.
And according to the joint venture, Quick Angels are supposed to bring one, Dominion bring one, then we'll look for a neutral third party. He brought his own brother, deceived me that he's a friend and a Oxford graduate, a lawyer, blah, 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 blah. And I bought into it. Even that, I remember jokingly, I said, if the person is your friend, how neutral is it? So, Mr. Adam, I said, okay, no problem. So he came on, not knowing that very man is the general manager for Quick Angels Limited.
Oh.
He's the general manager of Quick Angels Limited. And his brother. So how could he be neutral? I didn't know at the time.
Yeah. I mean, you had interfaced with them, had conversations with them, they are investing in you.
Yes.
Didn't you meet the general manager for Quick Angels?
It was one Seshi who presented himself as whether general managing director, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he was the leader. So I thought he was the one I was dealing with. Until it got to a stage, I saw that. And then when I went through the about, I found that it is Mr. Lamte Rada, who is the general manager. Okay. He's a brother to him.
Okay.
By then, we have already started. So sailing. So we are on the high seas. You can't fight.
Let's be all that.
Yes. So I had to just be calm and wait for things to unfold, and let's see how we can go about it. So gradually, they started turning things upside down, breaching all the distance. Then there was a time I had to inject my personal cash into some projects in the factory.
Okay.
Plus some salary arrears because of some lack of funds and something. And I wrote to him that I wanted those money. And he acknowledged through a WhatsApp that he's here. that they acknowledge the debt, but there is no money now, so I should hold on.
Yeah.
Beautifully, I agreed. Then I came for a program to promote our paint. Contractors Association held a program at Accra Polytechnic. I was invited to come and talk to Agatha's products. So after a program, I collapsed and was sent to Kolebu, rushed to Kolebu.
What happened?
I think it was fatigue. At the time, they were saying also all kind of things, but at the end of the day, there were some little spiritual twists here and there. People may not believe it, that I have my own beliefs. That people were twisting here and there. But so at the hospital, I called the accountant that I have in hospital. And under normal circumstances, the company should have bought my bills. Yeah. But knowing the kind of people they are, I just called and said they should send me part of my money with the company. Then the accountant called and told me that chairman said they shouldn't give me any money. That's okay. Then I wrote to he himself, can I get a loan or something? I'm at the hospital, I have to pay my bill. He said, oh, you will see. Then I was there, then the accountant called, I said he should give me 500 cedis. Then I said, to hell with your 500 cedis. I was so angry.
At this time, too, the business was doing well.
Yes, not too well. The COVID was part of our problems and all that. So, but whether the business is doing well or not, I have to survive.
Yeah.
Then he wrote this to me.
Interesting.
Then he wrote, the chairman.
Yeah. Like on a text. Or like an email or something.
No, WhatsApp message.
Okay.
Where is this? He wrote to me, said, what right do I have to be demanding for money at the time when the company hasn't got money? This is what he wrote to me. Okay. I asked, I'm in Accra, ill, have to go see a specialist, but no cash, wondering if I can get a loan. He said, loan? I don't think so. So, okay, thanks. Salary advance, he didn't mind. That was on the 7th. So on the 10th, after I was discharged and I had to pay my bills, I called them to send my money and said they should give me. I said, then he wrote, Mr. Adom, I don't like the way and manner you have been demanding for money from the company. Earlier, this is the message he sent to me. Please hold on with this. The company doesn't have money to pay your salary arrears. The arrears have been accepted and will be paid. But please hold on. So it means you have acknowledged that you owe me. Then you went ahead to send this in. You spoke to me about salary advance at the time the company is struggling to make money to buy materials, struggling to tend to it. I asked Mr. Lamte to look for how he could meet you halfway. Okay. And I don't know why he thought 500 was halfway. And you rejected it. This morning you are on their neck asking for money to be sent to you immediately at the hospital for expenditure you made for the company. Whose money should be used to pay that? Have you paid me my expenses I'm making on behalf of the company? I have had enough from you. After you return to post, I'll call for a board meeting for a resolution to get a new CEO. Nonsense. Excuse me?
Yeah.
The company that I founded and I brought you in, because the company owe me and I'm in hospital and I need money to treat myself. When I come back from hospital, you will remove me from hospital, from post and put another person. I just laughed. I wrote to him that until then he should send me my money.
Yeah.
So this is the joint venture agreement. If you go to...
So did he do that?
He did that.
So when you returned to put, and how long was this?
I'll come there. The joint venture agreement says here that the term of office of any member of the board, the board chairman, and the chief executive officer shall be without limit.
Limits, okay.
Then it goes ahead to say, where a vacancy occurs on the board in view of the representation or death or incapacity of mind or body of a member, the party which nominated or designated a member appointed shall designate another person. That person. So even if for any reason I'm stepping out of office, it is Dominion Paints who should appoint. Yeah. You don't go and bring somebody and say. So you called after when I came back from. So I think just about 3 days or so when I was still recovering, he asked me to come to Accra for some agent meeting. When I went there, his brother was sitting there, who is supposed to be the third member of the board. At that time, I got to know that his brother. They visited me in Chawenu one day, and normally when they come, I fed them very well. Bobby Taddy and Okus, and then drinks were flowing. So under the influence of alcohol, at one stage, he suggested to me that he has a very able-bodied man. He is very experienced. So I should employ him as our warehouse manager. So I removed our warehouse manager and planted him.
Oh.
Then another stage, he brought another person that man is a very good accountant. So
the same warehouse manager?
No, he brought another person.
Okay.
Should employ him as accountant. So before I could say Jack, he has tricked me and has put his people at all the sensitive positions. Well, I don't care. Once business is going on. So he came there one day, under the influence of alcohol, he said, "Oh, Mr. Adwan, I forgot to tell you. Do you know that Mr. Lamte is my brother?"
Oh.
I said, "Excuse me." So that's his brother. And you see, Mr. Tete, that's the warehouse manager. His mother follows our mother. Then, hold on. Then he started introducing all the people. So, unknowingly, he has planted all his family members around me. So, with his brother, we went to a board meeting and say he's dismissing me. It became a tug of war. In fact, at one stage, I nearly even assaulted him. So we were separated and all that. So I left. Only for them to go and forge a board meeting, minutes of a board meeting where
there was a resolution.
A resolution that I have been dismissed and a new person has been appointed.
Women spices emerging yet kono, jollof rice, fried rice, a janibana woye, say fish, a chicken, meat and a wool season, a wool seasoning powder, a man not tasted very good in Quaye. Make up for women spices at the money bonds so dear at the form as some and so a them.
Fine. Said, well,
but then your shareholding remains the same.
Yes, it remains the same. The shareholding remains the same. But then it was left with just about 6 months for the agreement to lapse. So I didn't see why.
For the 3-year agreement?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't see why I should go the other way. Go to court, we'll be litigating. This is exactly what I wanted to avoid. So let me just be silent. Let me be quiet. When the 3 years lapse, we sit down and say, look, at so and so say I cannot be removed from office. Do we change? You shouldn't do this, you have done this, you shouldn't do this, you have done this. So are we going to correct those things and move ahead? If you are not prepared, let us liquidate.
Okay.
Before we renew. So I think he read my mind. So in December, thereabout, I was traveling outside the country.
Okay.
And then I informed him. At the time, he has brought a new person as a CEO.
So what was your role?
No, nothing. He said, I'm now a board member. That's all.
Okay.
So the management of the company.
So you're not getting remunerated for anything?
No. They say that there is no money to even pay me. So now that I've been removed as CEO, no salary again. I'm fired. So he has put a new person there. The job that I leave.
So wait, at the end of the annual year, are you supposed to get like dividends from like revenue?
We have never. In fact, he has hijacked the day-to-day running of the business. No auditing for 3 years that we ran. No auditors were appointed. At one stage, I even appointed somebody because the joint venture allows me to do that.
Yeah.
So I appointed an auditor to probe and see. Up to now, I don't even have records of how much he has invested. The records I have is just about $200,000.
Out of the $300,000.
He claims he has spent money on this, he has spent money on this. Let's sit down, give me receipts, give me account, prepare account. He will not do it. I have evidence here where I've reached.
So the initial $300,000 he was releasing in tranches.
In tranches, exactly, which was also wrongful. Within 3 months, that money should have been fully lodged. That's in the agreement.
Okay.
Lodged in our account. He didn't do that. But I didn't care. I just felt, we are human beings. Let's just keep going. So the record I have, so I wrote to him. At one stage, he sent a bill to me that the joint venture owe him 7 million Ghana cedis. So I wrote to him, your $300,000, since you have hijacked the business, I don't do anything. The accountant is there, the accountant accounts to him directly. All I do is, all that I have record on is the products that we are churning out.
Yeah.
Any product that we have an expatriate, we've got an expatriate production manager. So any product that comes out, I have a form, he fills, he signs, I sign, and then I put it on my file. So I have record of all the products we have. But when it's sold, where the money go and what they do, if I'm not privy to it.
Yeah.
So I was just going to use it to hold him on when the 3 years lapse.
Okay.
So I appointed an auditor. He got a lawyer to write to the auditor that he has no right to audit.
That.
So the auditor also pulled out. I kept quiet.
So what happened at the end of the 3 year, the tenure?
Yes, when the end of the 3 years, I'll call him to book. He should come and account for.
So the 3 years is not up yet.
Oh, it has passed long ago. That's where I'm coming to. So when it was left with, when I was going to South Africa, I had a call from an informant within his place. He has set spice here. I also have spice there who informed me. So the guy called me and said, "Daddy, I understand you are traveling." I said, "Yes." "Daddy, don't go. When you go, Quick Angels have made plans to come and remove all the machineries from the place. They have got trucks and engineers. Everybody is ready." I said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Sure." So, okay. I went to South Africa, but instead of spending a month, I spent only a night. I held all my meetings overnight and came back. So by close of the following day, I was at the office. So they were shocked. The CEO and all those accountants, all their plans, they were surprised that.
So you're on the campus?
Yes, the factory is just behind my house. I own the whole land.
The land is your asset?
Yes, yes. The land is mine. The building,
the 60-acre land. The same
yes, yes. It's on the 60-acre land. And you note this one. The joint venture says that. The joint venture says here that among the things I am bringing is 10 years use of present factory offices situated at Chawenu. So I'm leasing that one. That's why my stake in the joint venture was low. Because I didn't give the property out.
You leased it out.
I leased it for 10 years. So it's the value of the 10 years that we considered.
Okay.
Then two, I'm supposed to give 5 acres of land around the place. That is where if the joint venture will continue, that's where we'll have put a new factory and everything. That didn't happen. So the land is there. So they were planning to go and sell my property. And
then I'm sure they were trying to play the card that, well, now it's an asset of the joint venture.
Exactly. Exactly. So I came back. As soon as I came back, I thought that there was total chaos at the place. Though I have not said anything, there was total chaos. So I think it was on the 10th or so of December. The CEO came there and said some nasty things. I got angry. In fact, he was trying to provoke me out of the place. I'm no more the CEO, but nobody bars me from sitting down at the factory. You can't bar me from sitting down at the factory. So I'm always there. So they were doing things to provoke me and push me out of the place, which I resisted. So I saw that he stopped coming to work. The accountant, all his people that he brought, they stopped coming to work. But work was going on, so I come there every day. Then on the 20th of December, the workers decided to go on Christmas break.
Okay.
And as usual, anytime they are going on Christmas break, they take stock and hand over to me because my house is just. And so during the holidays, people come to buy, and I keep selling until they come back. Then I account to the accountant, and then that's it. So they left on Christmas break on 20th. After they've taken the stock list, everything is here. Then on the 21st, a belief came to serve me with a writ and an ex parte injunction, interlocutory injunction order.
Okay.
They went to court on the 13th to allege that I, Stephen, have come to the factory, sacked all the workers, and have closed down the factory.
Oh.
They went to tell this to a court. Then, because of that, they are asking the court to restrain me from closing down the factory. So the court gave that order that I'm restrained from closing the factory and denying workers access to the factory. So they served me the 2 documents on the same day. It was when I was going through the documents and the exhibits attached to it that I found out that Quick Angels have gone to Registrar General to falsify all the records on my company, on Dominion Paints.
Oh.
He has gone to remove my wife, who is my secretary and shareholder. He have removed her name from there, put his brother's name there as a director of the company.
Wait, this is your company that came into agreement with Quick Angels to form the joint venture, and he has managed to go
to my private company.
Wow,
you understand? You see, he's a cunning guy. What he did was, after forming the third entity, which is a joint venture. It's a separate entity on its own. We should have gone to register it as Dominion Paints, Quick Angels, JV. You see those kind of JVs all over. So and so JV. That means you see two names coming together with the JV. So we should have done that. But he advised that if we want to go through all those processes before we start work, it will give us a lot of process. So, and since the permits and all those things are already in the name of Dominion Paints, let us just be using Dominion Paints as our name. You would think it's an advantage to you.
Yeah.
You understand? I thought it was an advantage to me that the company will still be operating in my business name.
Yeah, I get it.
So what he did was, so when he comes to you, he bring a document to you. You think that it is in the name of the joint venture. When you sign, then he use it to go and alter the main Dominion Paints.
Okay.
You are getting there. Yes.
And then the Registrar General's office didn't notify you?
Let me show you something. Registrar General, listen, Companies Code Act 992, 33, 1. It said, membership of a company. The subscribers to a document for the incorporation of a company are members of the company, and upon incorporation shall be entered into the members register, referred to in section 35. 2. Any other person who agrees with the company to become a member of the company and whose name is entered into that book becomes a member. So 1, those who go to the Registrar General that we are coming to for a company, those form they give you. The names that appear there, you are members, automatic members. So you have what we call the company's book of register. Though you are members, you must register your name in that book for you to become full member. Those 2 people are myself and my wife. Now, if any other person, assuming that Quick Angels coming were to become partners or to become members of Dominion Paints, we would, after fulfilling the conditions of this thing, we would have registered their name in our company's book of register, issue them with share certificates. It is this share certificate and the register that I, not even him, will take to Registrar General to go and add their names. If I don't do it in 21 days, he has the right to go to court. I did not give him any share in Dominion Paints. The share I gave him was in the joint venture. How? And his name is not there. He hasn't got this. Our share certificate, and this is our company's book of register. He hasn't got it. So how? I've not signed anything for him. So how did he get his name entered into the book of the Dominion Paints at Registrar General? Whilst keeping his business, my name is not in Quick Angel. So he couldn't have gone to do the same thing to my company. So it was then that I got to know that he has done all these things. Sanction order. That same day, in the afternoon, you know, the factory I have employed the police. It's police who guard the place. I pay them 24 hours. They spend the day and night, 2 days, 2 nights. And that's what has been existing all before he even came. I was in the house when somebody came to call me that they've seen some agents of Quick Angels Limited plus some policemen. They are breaking into the factory warehouse, where stocks have been given, taken and trusted in my custody. So I went to the place, and then I asked them, I'm now coming to the sensitive areas. I asked them, I approached the policeman first. I said, Master, what is happening here? He said, they have been directed by the judge to come and take over the place. I said, which judge? He said, Godwin. That's okay. Let me talk to him. Then he went and came back and said, he said, I should call. I said, who? I don't know anybody. How will I call? Then he raised his gun. I'll kill you. Cock the gun. Started chasing my daughter, myself, and then somewhere there were some factory workers who are resident. Chased us all out of the place. When this thing was going on, I took my phone and called the regional police staff officer. Regional police staff officer. And I was complaining to him. Then I think on hearing the background, he said, Mr. Adom, carry your children and leave the place. Because when he heard the man, I'll kill you, and those things. So we left. After we left, I left with my family and there was factory workers. After chasing us out of the factory, they broke into the factory. Stole paints, vandalized the whole place. Then the 3 emergency exits, they are metal gates that by law established. They remove all the metal gates and use cement blocks to seal the metal gates, all the 3. And then the main gate, where the policemen who were supposed to be on duty, Whether they were there when this was happening or not, I can't tell. But when I came back, I saw that the main gate has been chained with huge padlock. So I decided to go and report the police. I went and reported the police. They said they'll work on it. 3 days or 4 days later, I had another writ from the court, a contempt writ. In that contempt writ, they are alleging that the block work that they came to do, was my doing. That I'm in contempt of God. After the court said I should open the factory, I've rather gone to use cement blocks to seal the place. Oh. You see the frame up?
Yeah.
After sealing the factory on 21st, 22nd, they went to the bank, Fidelity Bank.
Yeah.
Went and withdrew 2 checks. Bribed the check, bribe or got the that's what is going on. So that's what I'll say. Got the teller at the bank to put my name in the bank statement that I came for the money.
Oh.
Sought and obtained a bank statement where my name has been published as the one who came for the money.
This is a lot to digest, right? And I can't help but keep pondering, how did they get here? What was it like? Because you guys have an exciting business going on. Investments have come in. You are meeting your demands. Where do you think the problem began on their end? Like, how did it start creating this ripple effect? Was it that now the business was struggling financially and then the enthusiasm had waned down? Like, where do you think was the starting point of this boiling pot?
The word is greed. I think this young boy is really greedy.
Yeah.
Because you have 60% in a business that is not yours.
Yeah.
What else do you want? And funny, when he went to register general, he didn't go to amend Dominion Paints to hold 60% too. He went and took 75% of Dominion Paints there. He altered the shareholding, taking 75% and giving me 15% and giving my wife 10%, as if the joint venture was between 3 of us. The joint venture was strictly between Dominion Paints and Quick Angels. So where does my wife come in? Where do my peasant come in? You understand me? Even if he had made it Dominion Quick Angels 75, Dominion Paint 25, I'll ask what.
So as we speak now, is Dominion Paint still producing paints?
Yes, they have taken over the place.
And they are still distributing.
Yes. I don't know.
They have
taken over the place. What happens there? I'm under injunction not to step foot there.